In this video, I'll be walking through how I create a scraper that automatically goes to our website, downloads and processes a CSV, then sends us the result daily. And I'll be doing all this in N8N. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so this is the website that we're going to be scraping. As you can see, it has a list of CSV files. And if I click on one of these CSV files, I can actually download it and get the cases. But instead of coming to this website every day and doing that, we're going to create an automation to automatically go here, download the CSVs, and send it to us. And I've actually created that here in N8N. To show you what it looks like, we have this email, which I got yesterday, which shows me exactly what the cases are. So as you can see, I can go through here, I see all the different cases, and it's all nice and organized for me. And then if I want to, I can download the CSV directly right here. So now let's open up a new blank N8N file and create the scraper again. So to start, we're going to use the trigger node, and we're just going to trigger this to run every day. So it's just schedule trigger and just have this for now. The next step we want is to get the data from the website. So let's figure out how to do that. So we're going to come back to the website. We're going to do right-click inspect or just do function 12. Then if you come here and refresh, you're going to see this request. And this is all the data that we want. And this is the link to that data. So if I come up here and I replace this with this, let's see. Oh, there's the extra quotation marks. So I do that. As you can see, I can download directly the file. So instead of downloading it in my browser, we're going to want to do this in N8N. So if I go back, we want to be able to get this request and get this data from the bottom. So to get that data, what we're going to do is make a request to this page. So we're going to open up the request node, and then we're just going to paste in this URL. And if we test this, we get all the data back. So this is the exact HTML from the page. So now we need to parse this to get the links that we want. To handle the parsing, I'm going to use the code node. And don't worry about copy and pasting exactly what I put. I'm going to leave a link to this down in the description so you guys can download the workflow directly. But essentially what it's doing is it's going through all the different elements, and it's going to pull out the last link and then format it for us. So as you can see here, we have this full URL for the last link. Now that we have the last link, what we're going to want to do is make a request to that final link to actually get the CSV data. So we're just going to drag and drop that full URL, and let's make a request. And now we're getting that data as a binary. So this is the CSV file in N8N, but we can't do anything with it yet. So to actually do something with it, we have to process that CSV file that we just downloaded. To process that CSV file, we're going to use a node that allows us to extract data from a binary. So it's called extract from file. We're going to do extract from CSV, and we're going to want to extract data because that's what it's called by default. So if we test this, let's start from the beginning. Let's just test this step. So this isn't working because the data being returned is empty. So what we're going to do for this example is we're just going to return some other data. So let's go here, and because it's all formatted, it's all really easy. So let's just try this one, and let's test this step. Then we're going to go here, and let's test this step. All right, so the bottom two results don't have results. So just to show off for this example how it's going to work, I just use a different URL, and we're just going to test this step again. So if I come here and I run test step, we get this data. So now that we have this data, we can start to format it and make an email from it. So to make the email and format it, we're going to use the code node again. And once again, don't worry about copy and pasting this. It's going to be in the workflow in the description. So I do test. It creates the email text and HTML. Then the last step is just sending the email. So I'm going to send this to myself. For the subject, I like to make it dynamic. So I want to say Hills Clerk probate cases and then today's date. And this is how you do that. And then message type is HTML. And we're going to drag in this email HTML down here. And if I do test step, let's see, I need to refresh my credentials. So let me refresh those, and then I'll come back to this. All right, I refreshed my credentials, so now let's try this again. And everything works. So now if I go to my email, let's check it out. All right, so here's the email. It just came in 0 minutes ago. And yeah, this is essentially it. We get all the cases, parse the CSV, and we get everything sent directly to the email. If you found this video useful, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.